Hello, dear students. You know that in our previous session we discussed the answers of the exercise part, particularly question number 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think we have finished discussing those things. Is not so? So, today we will try to discuss the answers of the exercises or answers of the questions that are number 5, given in number 5. Answer the following in brief. I think all of you can see the question here. I would like to ask you to open your book along with me and try to see the question properly from there. Okay. So the first question you can read. You can read the questions from the book and you can see the answers that I have given here. So please try to keep a book by your side and try to see the question. So the first question is given, define the term landforms, and the answers that I will try to show you here. Okay, now you see this answers for that first question is given. The mountains, plateaus, valleys, plains, etc. found on the surface of the earth are called the landform. Very simple answer. You may also write for yourself. So all those things, that's mountains, plateaus, valleys, plains, okay, everything together they are called the landforms. Got it? I think it's not at all difficult for you. Now let's see the second question now. You can see the second question from your book. It is written, what are block mountains? So you can write it in this way. The mountains formed by faulting of earth's surface are called the block mountains. So what is faulting? All of you know, cracking of the earth's surface. Whenever there is a stretching force applied on the surface of the earth, then what will happen? There would be cracking. So this cracking, when this earth surface get cracked at many places, then the middle part will remain higher and that will be called as the block mountain. You have already studied. So please try to learn to write the answer in this way. You may also write the mountains formed by cracking of the earth surface also you can write, but it is always better if you can write the geographical term like this one, faulting. Okay, faulting and yeah, I think all of you can do with this one. Next one. Look at the next question is given, explain volcanic mountain. So you are asked to tell out what is volcanic mountain and how are they formed. Is not so? So you may write it like this way. Number C. Mountains formed by the volcanic eruption are called the volcanic mountains. Okay. They are formed by lava deposited around the volcanoes. I think all of you know what is lava. That is the hot material when they comes out from the surface, from the interior of the earth, they come out to the surface, and when they come out and they become cold here, then that are called the lava. I think all of you know about the lava. That is the hot material when they come out from the interior of the earth. When they are in the liquid hot form, they are called magma, and when they cool down on the surface of the earth, they are called the lava. Please try to keep this fact in your memory. It will be useful for you in your future classes too. Okay, so I think all of you can write the answers without much problem. Now look at the next question. There you can see, what is a plateau? Okay, what is a plateau? It is asked. Now you can see it's written, a flat topped highland is called a plateau. Simple answer, you can write a flat topped means the top of the highland. Highland means it's a mountain like something, and the top is not a pointed one. It is a flat one. Okay, so you may say this the land will be looking like this. So the top is always not a pointed one. It is not a pointed one, but it is a flat one. So that type of flat topped mountains or highlands are called the plateau. It looks like a table, and hence they are also called as tableland. So the other name for the plateaus also you can write there, and that will be more clear for your answer. Now look at this number E part. Okay, the question is given, describe volcanoes, how do they form mountains? So what actually volcano? Volcanoes are opening on the surface of the earth. So there may be a hole on the surface of the, suppose this is a surface, and here there may be a hole. Okay, so through the hole ma- the hot material will come out, the magma will come out. So that this hole is called the volcano. So that is what I have written. Please try to understand here carefully. Volcanoes are the openings. They are the openings on the surface of the earth through which the hot magmas from the interior of our earth comes out. Okay, so you can see from the interior, from deep down into our ground, deep down of our ground, there are different layers. Okay, the mantle and the core are there inside the earth surface. So if you dig the ground down and down and down, then at last you will reach up to that one. You will study about all those things in much detail in your next classes. So don't worry. For the time being, you please try to keep in your memory that magmas from the interior comes out, and the hole or the opening through which it comes out is called the volcano. I think all of you understood. Now, so second part of the question is given, how do they form mountains? That I have written in the next paragraph. Whenever there are two questions, you please try to write the second part of the question's answer. The answers of the second part should be written in next paragraph, as I have done here. Okay, you please see. They form mountains when the volcanic material get collected around the volcano. So volcanic material means what? This magma are called the volcanic material. Not only the magma and any other thing, whichever that has come out from the interior, they all together are called the volcanic material. So if they get collected around that hole, then at last that will be collected in a large quantity, and at last that will form into a mountain. I think all of you can understand those things. Okay, so it's easy. You please try to do. Next one, number F. Why are mountains said to be storehouse of water? So I have written the answer. Many streams and rivers originate from the mountains. You might have seen those things. So you can see many mountains, many streams and rivers have originated from the mountain. So the mountains are called the storehouses of water. So from the mostly the streams and rivers that originate means starts, take birth from the mountains. That is why they are called the storehouse of water. Had there been no sufficient water, the rivers and stream would have not come out from there. Is not so? So I hope all of you understood all these things. Please write all the answers in your notebook and try to learn them. Thank you very much for listening.